Okay, hello everyone. I'm here with the cooldown video. So yeah, this is it. So pretty much we'll get into the hourly command. So every hour you can do something. As for we have also another file, cooldowns, and then I also have made changes to create. And I made changes to beg and search. So first off, create, because you can't really set cooldowns for the cooldown map, which is this, without doing it in your create file or in your interaction create. If you put at least this, I guess. Or if you put this into here or something. But anyway, what you need to do is under where you have your if player equal, well, not equals, but is equal to null, to where you go to create player data. Right under your player model and under the try catch statement here, you'll want your cooldowns. So I put them into an organized form. The world cooldowns, which are these ones, which is pretty much you interacting with things, I guess. I don't know. Daily commands, so they're daily cooldowns, and that's it. These two are all going for now until I need to add more. But anyway, we'll need to go to player.cooldowns.set for each of them, beg, search, and hourly for each of them, and then interaction.created timestamp, just as is. And that's it. That's all I did. So there's your create command. Anyway, oh, here you go. We then want to be able to set those commands, these commands to a world command. You don't need to look at that yet. These commands to beg, search, hourly to be, to set a cooldown. Anyways, so we're gonna go to beg. So in beg, we have right under where we get data, we have where I had in the last video commented out. Now we don't. So right under where you check the data, do if player.cooldowns.get, which gets the value of beg, is greater than, if it's greater than interaction.created timestamp, then you want to do interaction.reply, send the content. You can run beg. This is some new Discord feature or something that allows. I'll show you in a bit what it looks like. But if you do this here, open it up in a string literal to add code, math.round, then player.cooldowns.get, which gets the value of beg, and divide that by 1000, which means it's converting whatever the cooldown is for this cooldown to be in like seconds or whatever, because this value would be in milliseconds. And then just do the R, or this, the colon, capital R, that. And that's it. And then I just put this, but you don't have to. Again, that's up to you. I recommend it. And then return, because once we send this, we don't want any of this stuff to run, because they're not supposed to until time runs out. Next, everything here is pretty much the same except for down here where I had the other stuff comment out. So again, player.update1, open it up, put it on brackets, $set, and then colon, open up another thing of brackets, do quotation marks, cooldowns.beg, and then colon, and then do interaction create timestamp plus, this is 300,000. That means this is going to run, or this is going to set it to 5 minutes. All right, that's going to set it to 5 minutes. Now, that's all you do for that. Anytime you need to set the cooldown, just do this, player to update 1. Then you gotta set it, cooldown.beg, interaction create timestamp plus the milliseconds. How many milliseconds for that minute. So if you want 30 minutes, you'll look up what is 30 minutes in milliseconds, and you just copy paste that right there. Also, what this notation is a direct way of setting and adding data to setting data or putting in data directly with MongoDB. So when you do this, it's just like running a MongoDB simulation like a terminal to save data and create data and everything, or to like grab data, then set it to this value, then save it. But yeah, this is an actual more direct way of doing it. But yes. Next is search. So again, same thing, copy and paste this here, but instead change back to search. Again, you'll want this, you will then want this, change back to search. You'll want this, change back to search. Return, there you go. You just got that done, and then right here, copy and paste, change back to search, change the time wherever you want search to be. This one will come out for every 15 minutes. No, 10 minutes. Yeah, this will come out every 10 minutes. But however how much time you put there, right there. Yeah, that's all you do. It's just a bunch of copy paste still, because it's the same code, just for a different command. You can't really do anything much other than that, because no matter what, as long as you're not copying this code twice in the file, you're good. Like you can copy this, paste it here, and boom, you're done. Because as long as you're not doing it twice in one file, then that gets repetitive. But anyway, that's it. Just copy paste this, change bags to search. Same with this, and change the time. You're good. Next, after we do that, and I've already checked that, we're going to do hourly. Pretty much how I made this is copy and paste this into here. yeah, very creative. Anyway, again, I just pretty much went with items because I wasn't going to do really anything else special. I was probably going to add where you can get coins from this, maybe later in a different video, but for now I just wanted to get another thing in another category for commands because of what I did with cooldowns. So yeah, so this isn't exactly complete, but this is what I have. But we need items just like in search. We need this, you guys know that. Info, name, description, type, you know that. Same with this execute. Just every time you make a new file, make sure you have that. Alright, I shouldn't have to tell you that. Again, copy paste the data because you have to check for data because this requires data. Copy and paste this, but change search or beg to hourly for everything here, and then you're good. Then const item list. Again, literally just copy and paste this. Copy and paste this from search. Copy and paste these from search but like you received this, not like you searched. And then for this, again, another copy and paste. Just set hourly to set searcher beg to hourly. Have the same thing. Make sure it's 3,600,000 because that's how many milliseconds are in an hour, and you're good. Yeah, I'm flying through this because really copy paste, change some names, copy paste. Don't even have to change anything. Same with this and these two. Just change the string a bit. Copy paste this, change this value and this value, and there you go. Easy command made that's simulated just like search. But yeah, that's it. That's all for that. I will eventually change this to be better, maybe. But till then, this is what I got. Now for the important one. The most important one is displaying cooldowns. Okay. So displaying cooldowns. We're gonna need all this. Pretty much, I took inspiration from inventory here. However, I don't use buttons. So yeah. So application command type, application option, embed builder, select menu builder, action row builder. Again, just do this. Name, description, type. For options, open up square brackets. Name, description, type. Make sure it's .user. Make sure it's option type. Again, execute. Same thing. Copy and paste these. This is another copy paste. Check for data. And since we have a user or player or whatever the fuck you want to call it, guild member, get the player. Oh, I'm just gonna name this player then. But make sure you have these two names right because it will not work. But yeah, get the player options. Get player. Set this guild member to interaction to options that get member of player. That's important. Then the player equals will find that player's data using the ID. And if that player doesn't exist, to say that user doesn't have data and just return. Anyway, that's all we have to do there. So now we get into the actual stuff. So we're setting our embed to guild member.user.tag cooldown for the title. We're adding fields with the name, select the category, and then the categories that are available, rolled daily. And then I also put this because I don't believe this changes unless it does. Oh, actually, let me actually show you before I get into this. So let me go ahead and go to Discord. Alright, I am back, and so what I need to do is cooldowns. I'm actually, yeah, cooldowns. It shouldn't be cooldowns. It's the bot one. No, it's not. Of course it's not. Why wouldn't I turn the bot on? Anyway, cooldowns. Send. Bruh, come on. God damn it. Cooldowns. Just change the option already. I switched it. Why are you still user? No, stop being user. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let me just turn it off, turn it back on. There we go. Okay, switch to player. There we go. So there we go. So as you can see, embeds update. I don't know if that's true, so we're about to find out. So world, you still say they're ready, so I guess we'll try it. Big search, and we're gonna go ahead and try hourly. It should work either way, doesn't matter. But anyway, got fiber. There we go. Then if we go to cooldowns, world, yeah, that's what it does. In 5 minutes, in 10 minutes, daily, in an hour. So I'm really, oh, it does all update. Oh shit. 9 minutes, 4 minutes. Yeah, look at that. It does all update. Okay. I was wrong. I will just remove that. Yeah, 59 minutes. Yeah, it does all. Okay. That's fine. Alright, so we'll actually, but yeah, that's what it does. This is what it does. This is what it'll look like. You'll have this, and then you will just switch between each of them. Just world, shows daily. Yeah, so let's go back to the code. Alright, so I turned the bot off, and now we're back into here. So I'm actually going to remove this. Now the auto update, I don't know if it will change to ready. However, but usually by then, I would say, I don't know how that will work. But anyway, I'm not going to worry about it until it becomes until I actually see a problem with it. Because this isn't actually public, at least not yet, as far as I know. So, yeah. So anyway, add fields, select out these categories, and there you go. Select menu, all I really did was copy and paste it from the inventory, but select menu row equals new row, builder, add components, new, select menu row builder, custom ID, select, placeholder, nothing selected, add options, world, I set the value to 0, description, shows world, cooldowns, daily, sets the value to 1, and everything. If you want to add in a whole new category of cooldowns, just again, go through this, put in the label, put in the description, put in the value, there you go. Next, we'll have cooldown embeds and regular, and just a regular variable. This is an array, this isn't. And then we have 2 things here, because we're checking for 2 things. Now, this is going to be very inefficient if, I don't really like how shit is with this. Mainly because I did have more into here, which is then I end up just creating a function for it. But the reason why I have 2 if statements is because I want to put embeds into here. However, I also want to make sure I can find it. I didn't want to make 2 embed using the embed builder, alright? I didn't want to make 2 variables for that. No, I'm not doing that shit. Okay? I just want to have 1 variable, which is this, and I want it to be for both of these. Okay? That's why. I didn't want to have 2 variables instead. But anyway, this embed will, if it doesn't find this, which is x.data.title, which I actually learned you could do with embeds. So pretty much what this is, we'll throw in embeds here, and if you have an embed, so for instance this embed, and you do dot, you can actually get data.title and it'll actually send the title. Because if I'm going to prove it to you, so if I go here where my embed is actually made, if I go and do embed dot, as you can see, add field, set author and everything, but there is this dot data. If I do that and do another dot, now I can get the author, the color, the description, the field, the footer, the image, provider, timestamp, title, and all that. Video. I can get all this information from this embed, which is actually pretty good because that was Because if I didn't have that, then I was gonna still be stuck on this. So now I can check if the title equals this, and if the title equals this, and then, okay, I gotta explain this part. Okay, so if this does not find it, then it'll equal true, which means this will run. However, if it does find it, then this equals false. Because originally this, I always had issues with find in this thing, in the fucking exclamation point, because it doesn't always want to work the way I would think it works. Because the way I think it is, if it finds it, it returns true in the if statement. And if I put that, it should mean does not find it. But no, it doesn't even want to run if I don't do this. So yeah. So what this is a notation, or whatever you want to call it, using the X, that we're using the question mark and semicolons. Pretty much, it will evaluate this right here. It will evaluate that, and then what it will do is, if it's true, it will send the first value here. If it isn't true, it will send the second value. You can do this with variables. So pretty much, if I do let's number equals 5, then I do if, so I do let num1, I guess. So num this, if it equals 5, well, 5, no, num, yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, num is equal to 5. If it's equal to 5, then we want to put num1 as 5. If it doesn't, we're saying equal to 4. That's what that does. So it will take an expression, like a comparison, like greater than or equal to. So like if it was actually this, then it will be equal to 4. This will set num1 to 4. This will make it set num1 to 5, and yeah. That's pretty much what that does. It evaluates this, and then true or false. I like it. It's actually really useful in some cases. But yes. Anyway, as you can see, it's useful in this case. But I send in the cooldown, I send in the embed, cooldown, guild member, world, daily for the type. But yeah, these two are both really just copy paste. If you're going to add in more categories, you have to add in more of these. Now, I guess you can put this in a function. So like function check for embeds, and you want to like pass in something like you want to pass in the embed. My only issue is trying to save the data and return it, which is why I didn't do this in the first place. Is because once you create the embed, then you need to return into this. Yeah. So like I'm not gonna bother. You can try it, just like do that. Send in this. Send in this. Send in your type, your guild member, your cooldown, your embed. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not gonna do it because I foresee an issue with that if I try and do it now. Because I'm gonna have an issue trying to save this value once to return it. Because this only works right now. It's because this value is because the cooldown embed is being returned here. So this is returning a value and putting it into this variable. Which is what I'm trying to do. But if I do it the other way and I just return something and not have it like equal whatever, I guess I could put it into here, but I also want to not, because I want to push it into here, you know, because this just pushes it and does that. So I mean, I will try it later after this video at some point and give what I found to make it work. But for now, if we're going to add new categories, put that in, just like copy paste, change the names right here. These here are literally the same with these, just change these two values and that's it. Now, yeah, I will definitely fix that to make it less repetitive, of course, but I just want to get this working right now. But yeah, I will definitely do it once when I really feel like doing that and just wanting to mess around. But anyway, next, the for loop. Pretty much we're taking from inventory, so const open square brackets key value of, don't put in, player.cooldowns switch key. Now this one I don't like. I hate, because every cooldown you make, you have to like copy and paste, change this to the correct one, and then change whatever index it is based on what it is. So like the world embed is the first one for me. Daily is the second one. Okay. I want to say there's an easy. I would definitely look into it, because this part here really, like just this here, I spent an hour trying to figure out. Okay. Like, it's not easy. That's all I'm gonna say. It's not fucking easy. Alright? Anyway, if it's a case for big, case for search, case for hourly, cooldown embeds. If it's a world, if you're following my video, so if it's a world cooldown, 0, that will be the first one, which will be this one. If it's a hourly, so that's a daily, it will be this one, which means that will be the second embed to go into here. And then just do dot add fields, name. The key here is the same across all of them. The value is the same here. Well, because of the same thing with name, but this is value. And now we get to the actual thing. So the value, which is now using this. I don't like how this is, but I have to. Kinda. I think I can rename this, but yeah. Anyway, the value within this for each of these three, set them to less than or equal to interaction, create timestamp. It will evaluate this, and then if it's true, it will send ready. If it isn't true, it will give us the time at which we have left. So like in 5 minutes, in 1 hour, in an hour, or whatever. That's what it'll do. And inline true for each of them. And that's pretty much it for that part. Next, since we're using a select menu, we will need a collector to grab that component interaction and actually do something with it. Okay? So we're sending a reply, and we will need a async here because we want to send this reply, and then we want to then create a collector using this filter. Create a message component collector, pass in the component, pass in the time. I did 30 seconds. Collector.on, collect async, X, and push that in, switch, X.values.shift. Again, I don't really know the shift, but I think that's because this ends up being a array, and yeah. But anyway, if this ends up being 0, which is again this one, then reply equals interaction. Await interaction.edit reply. Open it up, brackets, embeds, cooldown embeds, 0 because that's the world embed, which is what we're grabbing. Then components, select menu row, fetch true. Same with this one, fetch true. Send that component in. Send the normal embed in for this one, by the way. Okay, I forgot to say that. Then, if the case is 1, so this value. So if it's the daily command, again, do the whole copy and paste these two here. These two parts here are the same. The cooldown embed's just different. Just put a 1 right there. Then await x.update components. Select menu row. This will update the component to then not do the. It will not have you wait for a couple of seconds to try and see if it can handle the interaction. This is how you would remove the interaction failed thing. So yeah, x.update, pretty important. Anyway, collector.on, then end, async, passing nothing in it. Arrow function, select menu row, dot, components.map, x, set disable true, even though this doesn't even fucking work for some reason. I don't understand why. It works on the other one. For some reason, it doesn't work on this one. It doesn't even work for the inventory, so I don't know. But if it does work eventually, there you go. But I have no clue why it's doing the way it's doing this, really. But anyway, that way interaction.follow-up, you ran out of time. That's pretty much all you do. And then whenever we go to actually create the embed, so like right in here, when we actually go to create these embeds, and we're passing embed, cooldown embeds, guild member, and world, and the type pretty much. We're going down here. Function, create embed, embeds, cooldown embed, guild member type, embeds equal new, embed builder, dot set title, then set the title to guild member that use that tags, the type cooldowns, then cooldown embeds dot push embeds, then return cooldown embeds, and that's it. That's all you have to do for cooldowns. And again, you already saw the beautiful cooldown embed, or the cooldown command I did. That's all you do. This is all you really do. So, yes, I will figure out something different. This I can't really change anything. You'll have to keep adding values as you keep adding values to this. But I can make this less repetitive, and I will try and make this less repetitive as well. No guarantee, but I will try my best. But anyway, that's all. It works. I hope you like it. Now you have cooldowns. Now you have currency. So yeah, see ya.